Oh, hello, hyperspace. My name is Davontos, and it's time to get hyped because this is some Infinite Warfare gameplay. And I want to talk to you guys about Infinite Warfare and the COD community, and just what the COD community says about Infinite Warfare, and it's not a good thing. So, let's get into this. Infinite Warfare is probably one of the most hated CODs in COD history, and I'm not too sure if it's because it's a bad game or it's because a lot of people hopped on the hate train before the game was released, and they're refusing to get off. So, for whatever reason, Infinite Warfare is one of the most hated COD games in history, and whatever Infinite Warfare does brings about salt from the community. So let's cover this up and just general ideas on what the COD community can do if they just don't like Call of Duty anymore. Now I know there are diehard COD fans out there, heck I'm one of them, but this might seem a little mind-babbling for you and a little hard to believe, but if you don't like something, for example a game or a video or just something in general, something that you feel like doing, if you don't like it, don't do it. If you don't like Call of Duty, don't play it. And I say this because there are YouTube channels who are infamous for COD videos. Let's say like a lot of you guys are familiar with Team Art and Ali, but there's another guy who's called Chaos X Silencer, I believe his name was, and he is just ranting about Call of Duty nonstop. He says how Modern Warfare Remastered sucks and he hates it, and how Infinite Warfare is one of the worst CODs in history and he hates it, but yet he continues to post Call of Duty gameplay. It's like, why? If you don't like the game and all you do is complain about it, then just play something else. There are literally hundreds of shooters out there for you to play. And if you're strictly making your YouTube channel off of Call of Duty feed, then that's kind of a bizarre approach, but hey, whatever works for you. But if you're just complaining because you literally hate the game, then just don't play the game. It's the same thing with Black Ops 3. For me, I didn't like Black Ops 3, and I just started playing Overwatch the instant it came out, and hell, I don't give a shit. I'm still not playing Black Ops 3 anymore because I still don't like it. I like Infinite Warfare, so I'm playing Infinite Warfare. I like Overwatch, so I'm playing Overwatch. I didn't like the Infinite Warfare beta. And because I didn't like the beta, I only played like 3 or 4 matches in the beta, and from there I just stopped playing it. The full game came out. I like the full game, so I'm gonna play the full game. You're not forced to play just one game. I understand there are some guys who are COD fans and they are hurt at the approach that Call of Duty is taking. Even I agree. The approach that Call of Duty is taking with the supply drops and whatnot, it's a bad approach. But to me, I don't really care much about the supply drops because I'm just playing the game for fun. If you're a competitive player, that's a whole different story, and it probably might be time for you to take a different approach on your competitive gameplay because Call of Duty isn't really in the competitive season anymore. It's more just like, give me money and you get this gun and you win. So it's more like for fun. So if you want to play COD competitive, I don't think that's the right competitive game for you to play. But if you're just playing video games for fun and you're still complaining about how bad Call of Duty is, then it should be time for you to move on and play a different video game. It kind of just makes sense. What's the point of complaining about something on and on, but yet continue playing it? You see what I mean? So it's the same thing about these rage gamers. I'm pretty sure a lot of you COD gamers had these kind of teammates on your team, or even you've seen them on the enemy team. So let's say they're on your team. With every kill they get, they stay quiet, they accept it, they take it, cool, calm, and collected. But every time they get killed by an enemy player, you literally hear them ranting and screaming and cursing the other guy out, and then they start saying they hate this game, they don't know why they bought it, this game can rot in hell, and they literally take every insult in the dictionary and just throw it at Call of Duty. And then they wind up rage quitting, and then when you actually check up on them, they're joining another COD game, as if somebody is forcing them to play Call of Duty. It's the same thing, man. If you don't like it, just don't play it. Nobody's forcing you to play it. But let's say you do like Call of Duty, right? But you have those bad games, or maybe those bad days where you just can't play Call of Duty. I don't know, maybe your fingers are cold so you can't react too fast, or for whatever reason, you're just not doing good in Call of Duty. And every game you play, you can't get any kills, and you always wind up dying. Once you feel you start getting frustrated, then just change the game. I'm pretty sure you have other games other than Call of Duty, and if you don't, there are a lot of games to download for free either on PC or your console. So if Call of Duty's just not working for you, instead of staying on Call of Duty and just getting angrier and angrier, you can easily just turn it off and try something else. It's very simple, it's very effective, and well, it's good for your health because if you're angry all the time, it's really, really unhealthy. One thing about rage quitters, now, I'm not saying all rage quitters are like this, but the majority of the time, I kind of see like rage quitters are selfish. They're only playing the game for themselves, especially in team-based games like Overwatch. Now, let's say you're playing Overwatch and a guy's using Soldier 76, I don't know, and he's like your main DPS hero. He constantly dies and whatnot. Instead of him switching his hero to, let's say, a Reinhardt so you can give your team protection, he stays at 76, he keeps dying, he gets angrier, and then he rage quits, and now it's like 5-on-6, and you guys have no DPS. He's only thinking about himself. As long as he gets the kills, he's happy. But if as long as he gets killed, he gets angry, he don't give a shit about the team, and he's going to leave. You know, it affects you guys. It's the same thing for Call of Duty, depending on what you're doing. A couple times in Call of Duty, you find some teamwork here and there. Not as frequent as Overwatch, but you still see some teamwork in Call of Duty here and there. And if you have those guys who get angry and rage quit, you guys just lost a teammate, so it's 5-on-6, and, well, obviously, the enemies have the upper hand. Unless you got some kind of, like, MLG beast gamer on your team, then fine, you guys won. But other than that, you know, not in all situations, but try to play for fun most of the time and think about your team, because I know you're playing to level up or playing to unlock that gun, but you gotta keep in mind your teammates are also doing the same thing. I mean, for all you gamers out there, always keep in mind when you see that new game trailer that just came out and IGN gives a good review on it and you're thinking to yourself, damn, that game looked good, I want to buy it. That's why you're buying it, because it looks good and you want to play it, and you want to have fun with it. You don't buy games so you can get angry at it. You buy games so you can have a good time and have fun, because games are meant to be fun. If you want to get angry, then, you know, go insult people, and then they go insult you back, and then you guys can both get angry together. But if you're going to play video games, play for fun. Only play competitively if you are literally playing a competitive session. And one more thing is about the Call of Duty supply drops. Now, the Call of Duty supply drops have so much content nowadays, it's basically impossible to collect every single thing, yet people are, you know, always insulting the supply drops and just talking bad about it, saying how supply drops ruin Call of Duty, which I do agree. Supply drops are bad, and they did ruin Call of Duty, but they didn't make Call of Duty unplayable. You can still play Call of Duty without the supply drops. Granted, the supply drops do have some OP weapons. Not every weapon in the supply drops are overpowered, but some of them are overpowered. But the chances of running into a guy with that one overpowered weapon is very, very slim. So, when you use the supply drops, don't take it as a way like, oh, I gotta get this weapon, or if not, I'm never playing Call of Duty. Take it like an Overwatch loot box. You earned a loot box, you open the loot box, hey, you got that new skin for Farah, you got that new skin for McCree, good for you. It's the same thing with Call of Duty. You open up the supply drop, and you're like, hey, I got that new gun that's OP, good for me. And if you didn't get it, then, you know, just don't worry about it. You still got, what, the game launches with like 50 guns? You still got 50 other guns to use. You don't need that one gun from a supply drop. And I'm actually bringing this up because every time I play Call of Duty, like 90% of the time, I run into that dude who's like angry. He's always so angry. And then like he gets angry and he starts yelling at how bad the game is or how his bullets don't count. I mean, first off, it's a video game and it's not gonna care. The video game don't care if you insult it. The video game don't care if you praise it. And I could assure you the game developers don't give two shits if that one dude is angry at him or not. So Just take it very, very mellow. If it's not working out for you, then just do something else. If it is working out for you, then stay on it. So if you liked the video, punch that like button with a mighty force. You can follow me up on Twitter at Davontos Man. And as always, I'll see all of you in the next video. Have a nice day.